So this is a video I didn't expect to be starting this early, but circumstances allowed it to start early. So already in early June, we are off doing Halloween decor hunting. We are currently up near the Chicagoland area in the suburbs. We just stopped by IKEA. As you can see, we are completely filled to the brim with stuff. And we realized that right next to the IKEA, well, not right next, but close to the IKEA we go to, there is an at-home store. And your girl called the store about 7 times yesterday trying to see whether or not they had Halloween items out. And lo and behold, somebody answered, and yes, we have Halloween items at the at-home store we are headed to. So, we're gonna go in, see what they have. I'm probably not gonna be getting anything because, well, we don't have the space to put anything. So, this is gonna be a nice little teaser for whenever we do our indie trip. So I'll take you along to see what they have at home, and we'll go through everything. So it looks like all of their Halloween stuff is in separate sections, so we're gonna try and see what we can find, and I think I'm just gonna go through it here instead of doing anything in post, since the music that's playing is actually quiet enough. So back again, we got some candles. These are brains. Let's see, Halloween bleeding candle doesn't say that it belongs to any specific line. So you have paint brain candles. You also have, I remember these from last year, black skull candles with lovely designs on them, and red inlay in the eyes. Is this another bleeding candle? Yes, this is also a bleeding candle, much like how this is a bleeding candle. Personally, I wouldn't ever burn these. I just like them for designs. Speaking of more bleeding candles, we have some smaller skull ones in white as well as in black. We have your bleeding taper candles in white that'll bleed red, and in black that will bleed red. Interesting, these are basically $4, $3, $9, and $11. I also remember this, I think it's from the Halloween Heroes section last year. Oh, they're called, nope, Trick or Treats. So I might be getting that wrong, or might have changed it. So I think I picked up one of these for my mom. My mom picked up one of these. But this is a nice little cute table topper. Let's see, this is also, this guy is $15. This feels to be ceramic. So it's open in the bottom, $7. A nice little classic ghost, really cute. Speaking also of ceramic, we have a boo sign. This one's also $9. So a nice little decent size. I could see somebody doing a little design like that. That'd be really cute. Let's see, little countdown for Halloween and more of a traditional Halloween style. So this is Tricky Treats. I'm seeing a lot of Tricky Treats here. Okay. So a nice little wooden cat with a sign that you can count down the holidays. $10. Speaking of more signs, love you more than candy. Lots of glitter on that. You know how I feel about that. $9. A real witch lives here with her little monsters. So good for all you ghoul moms out there. This one's $6, but it's also thinner. And I think this is new this year. I don't remember this last year, but it is a crow silhouette, wooden little block, $5. So you could probably put this up next to anything around a window and you'd be fine. You have a nice little traditional Happy Halloween. Is this kind of like the Halloween Hoedown? Homespun Halloween. We are changing the names of the themes here, folks. So Homespun Halloween. So black and orange sign. Nice. I actually like the pumpkin on top, to be honest with you. And this one's $8. I remember this one from last year, a threaded together boo sign with some twine on the end. This one is $9. And yes, homespun Halloween. So we've got some themes changing. And similar to we have the crow silhouette. We have a black cat silhouette with a black and orange checkered plaid collar and a bow. This one is $6. Oh, sorry. Thought there might have been something where it could hang up. Okay, moving back. This is going into more of a mystical line. Yep, Witch Magic. So I'm thinking they did some rebranding this year. I know this is supposed to be a new line, but we've seen some of this before. So this is kind of like a palmistry hand. And you can actually see some symbols on the fingers as well as the wrist and everything else. This one is $13. I really wish that between the fingers were separate so you can actually put rings on it. That would have been cool. Just my personal taste on that. These candles. So I saw larger versions of these candles online already. Let's see, these are light up. Okay, congratulations. Yes, they light up. What's the cost? Okay, this is $17. They do light up. I'm betting 2 AAAs is what I'm going to guesstimate here. I admit I do like these. I like the fact that there's actually some body to them, and I like these spider webs kind of carved into the design here. Could you make this on your own? Yes, you could probably make this on your own if you really wanted to, but I do like how sturdy these are, because like a cat would have to actually knock that off. So I do like this. I didn't think I would, but I do. Speaking more with witch items, this is also a Witch Magic. I believe this is like the Witchy Garden thing from last year is what this used to be. So Witch's Boot for a tea light in there. Last year, I think these were black. This year, they went gray. I do admit I do like the designs. They're a bit cutesy for me, for my personal aesthetic. However, I do like some pointed boots. I love me some pointed boots. Oh, I missed this sign. I'm sorry. Okay, Witch Magic, $5 for this Moon Dust Magic Potion silhouette cutout. So, if you want to do a silhouette game this year, by all means, have at it. I'm noticing all of the light up ones are missing the testers that actually allow you to turn it on to light up. Okay, so this, I believe, is also from the Witch Magic line, and a crystal ball. I think this one is $17. Okay. I do like it. It's not that... Okay, some are more sturdy than others, so that would be my only concern. I don't like things that wobble. Not the biggest fan of the paint scheme on this. They went with more of like a crackling type edge, like a gold crackle, similar to how this is all crackled too. I mean, I bet it looks really good all lit up and everything. Personally, I would have preferred something silver or black or something else. I just don't do a lot of gold in my house. So that's just my personal preference. I've seen some of these before. Potion books. I like the little witch flying on a broom on the front with some witchy boots. This is $9. Okay. I saw an image of this little guy and I didn't know what to think of it, but in person, it's really freaking cute. So it's a mushroom with an eye on front, and it's a nice pink sheen. I think it's showing up more purple on camera, but it's like a pinkish purple. It's really cute. Like, honestly, it reminds me of the mushrooms or the fungus that opens up, that spies on the girls from Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. It's like the minions for that one. I'm forgetting the name of the villain, but that's what it reminds me of. And I really, really love this. So this one is $7. Also the Witch Magic line. I'm betting this is also the Witch Magic line. Yes. So I remember seeing this one last year too, of a owl with a witch hat and a tea light. The tea light section does not come out, but a tea light inside all the spell books. I actually like the design of how they did all the books. Like the pages, I really do like that. So this one is $10. And of course the Halloween gnomes, although I gotta admit, this gnome is cute. Yes, I admit it, the gnome is cute. Actually, I might buy this for Mom. But it is a little gnome holding a broom or a besom and a little jack-o'-lantern. Even the jack-o'-lantern's cute. And I like the fact there's a little bat. You see it better on this one. You can see the bat on his hat. So that's cute. And this is Homespun Halloween. So Halloween Hoedown has become Homespun Halloween, and I think Witch's Garden has turned into Witch Magic. This is also new this year. Let me move this into a... there's not a good spot for me to put this. Okay. All right. Just move this out of the way so I can actually do this properly. So this is new this year. I really like this kind of mystical looking pumpkin. It's got glitter on it, but it's sealed. Like, okay, I've got to loose a little bit of glitter on me. That's not bad. So it's purple and blue and black, navy blue, purple and black. Honestly, I actually have a makeup look that is kind of based off like on this concept here. So I kind of find, that's why I gravitate towards it. But the top of this is glass. So it's a glass stem. So I believe this is painted, and oh, I didn't know it lit up. Okay, this is $30. $30 for a light up. Woman, it has light up on there. You should have known. You should have known better. Okay. So it does light up. Unfortunately, they don't have any of the testers on it, so I can't see how well it'll actually come through the paint. So I'm betting, okay, so this is glass or some sort of like plastic, and everything comes through. So I don't know how well the light would transfer or anything else, but I do like this. Another new big item this year, I believe. I think this is new. I remember I didn't see this last year, but then again, I also may have missed out on some things last year because I couldn't find them. So this is a giant witch's hat with a spider web and spider on it right there over some spell books of, well, spells and potions. So it's not that heavy. It's really big. This one's 40. Okay. So yeah, this guy is $40. Not too heavy, but I do like it. I don't know if it's worth $40, to be honest. That's a bit of a stretch for me. So I like it, not for $40 though. I remember these guys from last year because my mom, I think I picked up one for my mom. Yep, I did. I remember this one because this was sitting on her dining table all throughout the autumn holidays. So this is from the Homespun Halloween section. $40, has a bell. Does the bell work? The bell does not work. Okay. Has a bell, a nice little bat with a smiley face on it. Here we go, smiley face on it. And it is metal. Okay. And it is indeed metal. It does make some noise. We tried for the longest time to see if we could put something in there, but there's no easy way to do it. So you could probably take the metal bits out of the bottom to put something in there if you really wanted to, but we never did. So if you like your more kind of like old school kind of country-ish, I actually do like this as a centerpiece because I've seen my mom do it as a centerpiece. So we have these little lanterns from the Homespun Halloween collection, $4 a piece. They have a ghost with some jack-o'-lanterns and a night scene there. So these are LED. Of course, it wouldn't be Halloween without your light up skeletons. $35 for these, and they have a light up red. Actually looking for a skeleton to break apart to kind of put in with some of my plants that I'm growing right now. And of course, these little guys that you can hang somewhere, probably outside on your porch. These are $10. So that's all they had over here for this section. My husband said he saw some stuff in different sections. We're gonna go see. All right, the last two items that they have at this store are the dragon and the gargoyle statue. So dragon, oversized, $130. I think this is resin. Actually, I can show you more on this one. I really, really love this design, how it's on top of what looks to be like crystals and gems and everything, wings splayed out back, tail wrapped around. I really, really like it. But with it being resin, okay. All right, I tried lifting it up, but that all, I can probably lift it up from the ground. If it being higher up, I can't. Let's see. I'm not too sure the weight of this, because I know a lot of people put these outdoors in their gardens. If you live in a high windy area like me, I don't know how great that would work, but I do love this design so much. And then of course also $130 are our lovely gargoyles. So these are weathered a lot more than the dragons are. Let's see. And they're definitely a lot heavier. I will say the gargoyles aren't going anywhere in any wind at all whatsoever. So these are nice, really heavy duty. Can I turn you with, God, it's so rough to turn too. These are also resin. Love the design of everything. Like, I like being able to actually feel what would it be, the vertebrae. This one I could see very easily being put in a garden without problem. And I do like the fact that it's darker. Honestly, I would want to weather this with moss if possible. These, I wouldn't have to do anything at all. So there is that. So I think that's all that we have for Halloween here at home up by this store, which is kind of disappointing. I know some other stores have a lot of stuff out right now. Because I am desperately looking for the crow lamppost. That's 4 feet tall, that's concrete. I am determined that that's going to be mine this year, come hell or high water. So that all depends on us finding it. I don't think we're going to go anywhere else today for Halloween, but I may stop by one spot tomorrow that I know has some stuff out. Not DECOR, but it has fabrics, JOANN's, so I can take you with me for that one. So this is kind of like a little teaser of what's coming up, essentially, for Halloween this year. Hey everybody, it's currently the next day. So we only went to that one at-home store last night. There weren't any others that were close by to us. And honestly, it was already getting late. We already spent like 2 hours in IKEA today, before we went to at-home. So we just wanted to get home and chill and get things done. I will admit, I know that at home is slowly bringing some stuff out. I know that some stores are far better stocked than others. That one wasn't very well stocked, but at least it had some. So I'm looking at the bright side of that. However, it did get me curious though about some of the areas in my town that sometimes have at least hints of Halloween super early. So I am currently on my way to JOANN's. Now, I know for a fact that JOANN's has some of the Halloween fabrics out. In fact, I think they've had them out since the last week of May. And I found this out by accident when I went into JOANN's, I think sometime last week, while I was looking for fabric for a project that I'm working on, and lo and behold, I saw all things Halloween. So that made me very happy. So I know it's there. I also want to stop by Big Lots. Now, Big Lots, I almost never go into the Big Lots in my town. Honestly, I always forget about it because it's in a part of town that I very rarely am at for any extended period of time. So I always forget about it, even though I used to live by there several years ago. I would also tag on TJ Maxx, since I know the Homegoods by me hasn't had anything, but I haven't checked TJ Maxx yet, and I've been hearing whispers that some TJ Maxx stores already at least have a few things in, like blankets and whatnot, but we all know that most stuff isn't going to hit until July. That's usually how it goes. And admittedly, it's already 4 o'clock on a Sunday. I have dance practice at 7, and I also need to work on some more choreography for a performance I am debuting this Friday, which will be a trial run for the major performance I am actually doing, which will be next week up in Wheeling, Illinois. So admittedly, I really should not be out doing this today, but I am too curious. And I got the taste of Halloween yesterday, and now I want more. So we're going to hope that I find some stuff at Big Lots just to kind of show. Again, it might still be too early. It's been all over the place this year. I've been online, and there's people reporting that this location has this stuff and that location has that stuff, when normally in my town I would see jack diddly and squat for at least another 2 months. So it's all over the place this year so far. but we'll see what we can come across. Fingers crossed that we come across some good stuff, and I will see you at JOANN's. So we have a black flannel with some ghosts on it. Very cute one here with jack-o'-lanterns. Okay, this one might be my favorite. Super witchy, almost tarot card-esque. Yeah, I've seen the moon and everything else. Black cat, even though black cat isn't a tarot card, it's still giving me that vibes. Although this is really cool. So we got some skulls, and they are black skulls with like a purplish, reddish, like tints in different locations, and looks like smoke around it. Love that. We have some moths in a jar with some constellations in the background. Ooh, that's tight. Some good old spider webs. Can never go wrong with spider webs here. More skulls with a spider on it and spider webs. This is more of an autumn print, so that's just a nice orange plaid. And of course, skeletons with some jack-o'-lanterns on a black background. I will say that my JOANN's has moved a lot of their Halloween fabrics around to different locations, so this is going to be like a hunt and pick type of situation, but I'll do my best for you. So there is a lot of fabric this year. I am super glad that I went today because I ran into one of the managers. And the manager recognized me from last year. She came up to me and she said, "Halloween's coming real soon." I'm like, I know. I've been really kind of surprised by everything I'm noticing right now on social media of where people are finding things. She told me that as I was talking to her, they were actually moving over all of the spring, summer floral that they still had, because Halloween floral, fall and Halloween floral is arriving tomorrow, June 12th. And they're just like, so pretty much they're getting ready just to set it. And I'm like, folks, it's mid-June. It is mid-June. And we're already setting Halloween floral, at least some Halloween floral, at JOANN's. That is ridiculously early. Also, she kind of gave me the scoop on DECOR. They don't have planograms yet. They actually don't even have planograms yet of the fall Halloween floral yet. She just knows they're getting it tomorrow. But apparently, they're expecting Halloween decor to hit mid-July, maybe even early July. So we're real early on this stuff then this year, which is so surprising. And I even had a conversation with her about it, and she said that she thinks like corporate, at least corporate for JOANN's, and it's probably the same way we're starting to see with all these other companies. They're setting stuff out so early because of folks like us who are gaga for Halloween and use this decor all year round, and they realize there's such a short window normally to set all of this decor out. So normally in years past, people would only set up like August, September, October, so like a 3-month window, when there's individuals like us who already start like chomping at the bit in early June. So they're pretty much taking advantage of the fact that there are people like us out there who indeed will feed the fire. So I only have about half battery left. I'm going to quickly stop by Big Lots and see if they have anything. Not too sure if they do, because again, I don't know my local Big Lots very well. I know, not good on me, I'm sorry. But we shall see what they have, and I will let you know. Okay, so went into Big Lots. They still have all of their, oh, come on, focus on me, honey. Okay. All right, so I went into Big Lots, and they still have all of their summer stuff. 4th of July stuff is out and everything. Did find some things that, not of course Halloween related, but I needed for organizational stuff at the house. I'm at that part of my life. But I did talk to an employee, and apparently they're expecting their stuff, at least for here, in July. So I'll be back then. That's what I kind of figured it would be. But still, with everyone else coming out with stuff so early, I thought it best to check anyway. Okay, so it is 5:18. I did all of that in roughly an hour, not too bad. So I need to head back to the house so I can do some dance practice, and I will chat with you shortly when I get back. It is Thursday, June 15th, and I'm on my cell phone because I wasn't expecting to come out today, but I am going to be heading into JOANN's to see if they do indeed have that floral. They do indeed have some of their Halloween floral out. They have their twigs. These are actually things you can, I can't think of the phrasing, I apologize. It's the end of my workday, folks. Anyway, you can stick those in either a base or part of the wreath. They have large ones, and they also have some smaller ones. I do like them, but they are covered in glitter, just so you are aware. And these ones over here are small little stick ones with bats. Again, plenty of glitter, beware. So they have some ravens. Actually, no, these would actually be small enough to be crows with rather small wings that you can just place around. Very lightweight. I do really like this. Very feathery. It's giving me fan veils. Not fan veils. Kind of like feather fans. Anyone who's in burlesque or in belly dance is probably very familiar with what I'm talking about. But I find that very interesting. And we also have this garland of bats and what looks to be twigs. I've had some of this in the past. It is a glittery mess. It does not matter how much you hodgepodge spray it. It is still a mess. I apologize. But it is beginning to come out. We also do have regular fall floral here. All right, so as you saw, JOANN's is indeed getting their Halloween and autumn floral. All the glitter, as per usual. And since I'm in the area, I'm going to walk down to Homegoods. I actually did stop by TJ Maxx on my way here. They had nothing, not surprised. And honestly, I'm not expecting Homegoods to have anything until July 5th. But let's just stop and see. Just leaving Homegoods right now. And just like I thought, absolutely nothing. I might check back this weekend at some locations. I'll see if I have time, since this is now the week before my festival that I'm attending. But I make no promises though. Okay, it has been quite a while since I have gone back out hunting. So today is it July 2nd? Yeah, it is Sunday, July 2nd. So it's been quite a few weeks since I last did this for the camera for you guys. It is 4th of July weekend, and I know from years past that in my area, this is the weekend when you are most likely to see Halloween items start creeping into stores. Now, I will admit, JOANN has released some of its stuff early, but not a lot. The last time I was in, which was sometime last week, they still had nothing, and I chatted with them because I know there are some JOANN stores across the US right now that have all of their stuff out right now for at least the first wave. And they said they had to do inventory when the last truck was supposed to come, so they had to postpone it, which means this weekend or this coming week, they're getting 2 trucks. I'm betting at least one of those trucks is gonna be Halloween decor. So that's what I'm expecting from JOANN's. Still have seen nothing from Homegoods when I keep popping my head in. Big Lots hasn't had anything. Bath and Body Works hasn't had anything. A couple of the other stores I go to haven't had anything. So today I'm gonna go out and see what the situation is. Do I expect things to be out today? Not really. Here's the reason why. Around here, July 5th is the official start date of Halloween season for all the stores around me. But with everything making an appearance far earlier, there's a chance it could happen this weekend. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going out today. I'm also gonna go out July 4th. I work July 3rd. Everybody's taking off that day, so I'm probably gonna spend July 3rd preparing for July 5th when everyone is back. So if I do anything, it's gonna be me searching online after I get all my other work done. And then over my lunch hour on July 5th, I'm gonna go out then and see what the situation is, and possibly after work as well, because that's when I'm expecting things to officially hit. So 3 days of going out, and then I'll post this video, because I was thinking of doing something earlier in June, and then I decided against it only because I had so much stuff I had to do for dance that it just wasn't going to happen for video editing. I had a major performance I had to deal with, which went very, very, very well. That has spurred something that I didn't expect to happen. I might be doing a video journey on that, we shall see. But is perhaps another new chapter in my dance life that I didn't expect to ever go down, but we shall see. So, that is the plan for today. But first, I'm gonna stop by Starbucks. Because I did see on the Halloween Forever group, which is Jade the Libra's Halloween group. If you're not part of it, why? You should be. A lot of folks on there chat about Halloween, the decor, where they're seeing stuff and things like that. So I live for that, and thank you to Jade the Libra for setting that up for all of us. We are so very appreciative of you for that. So I did see somebody post on that group of their mock PSL. So what they make whenever they can't, the pumpkin spice latte isn't available, and I'm seriously considering trying a version of that, or at least being inspired by that. So I'm gonna see how that turns out. As if I need more caffeine, but let's face it, I want caffeine. It is hot, it is humid. We've had nothing but severe storms in central Illinois. If you were part of the derecho that came through, I am so sorry. I sincerely hope that you all have power by now. By the time you see this video, I know people around me still don't have power as of Sunday. Our power never went out. We were fortunate, we were lucky. I hope your houses are okay. I hope your cars are okay. I hope everything is okay, because I have some acquaintances who literally had trees into their house. So it was kind of bad around here. Plus, I think a tornado did drop down at some point near Springfield. So I hope you guys are all okay out there, seriously. Because I was lucky and they sheltered us all into the basement at my work. And that's where we spent the entire thing, and then me frantically texting my husband of, are you okay? Is the house okay? Are my pumpkin plants okay? Because I'm trying to grow pumpkins this year. Everything survived, thankfully. I'm gonna get some caffeine, and then we're going to see which stores we're going to first. Okay, first up is Cracker Barrel. So I know they didn't have anything out physically the last time I was here, but I do know from experience that they were willing to look in the back for you. This place is packed today, so I'm gonna have to be somewhat discreet as I can be. It's a store, so we'll see if they've got anything. Cracker Barrel is seriously stepping up their game this year. I was shocked, because it's not cutesy Halloween. We also have creepy Halloween, and I am in love. So I realize I might not have enough space on my card for this entire trip, so we're gonna try to make this quick. I had to take photos because there was so much, and with the music that was playing back there was no way I could have edited that out for me to be able to do this safely. So, first off, all the glittery, sparkly stuff that are actually in snow globe form. So this is the kind of sparkle stuff I like. They had a skull snow globe, which is the base of the skull. The actual snow globe itself had bats in it, and it did light up. Then we also had a potion bottle snow globe of a witch on it brewing her potion. It was nice light green, all glittery, pretty tall and decent sized actually. I think the most ingenious one though was the one in a TV. So it was a witch brewing a potion on a little like potion table in a TV set. I thought that was ingenious, very cute. Not my style, but I do love it, just not for me. They also had what looked to be kind of a house, kind of like a lantern, but it was a dancing ghost in it, so the lights would flicker through, and it had the not dancing ghost, dancing skeleton, and the skeleton would be in different positions with the glitter. And then of course you also had your little foggy ghost lantern, same as last year. Also back again this year is the haunted house that does light up, make all sort of sounds, in the back flashes bats. Also back this year is the was the broom, that magical broom that kind of zooms around. I know that's been kind of been prevalent in a couple other stores as well. They also had not a snow globe, but a light up skull, crystal skull. I couldn't get it to light up. I don't think the batteries were on for that one, but that was pretty cute. All the coffee mugs. Oh, I had to be so careful because I know my husband would be rather displeased if I got another coffee mug, but it's gonna happen. I need to go through and cull a lot of my coffee mugs. But there's one that is shaped like a cauldron, and it says, "I'm 100% that witch." There's another one that is the Cracker Barrel ghost holding a little pumpkin. That's a cute one that I've seen quite a bit of. These heavy duty looking skull mugs, holy crap, they're awesome. They look like cast iron, they're not. I really like that one. And I also had a Dia de los Muertos style painted face mug too, that was pretty cute. Let's just go through all the major photos I've got, because it was a lot. They had a couple candles this year. So there's one that is a bubbling cauldron, green, unscented. I think all the candles that I found were unscented. There was another one that was green in a skeleton hand that you could take the candle out, so you could still have the skeleton hand for something else. For all the little light up stuff. They also had a cat on a jack-o'-lantern. They also had a witch with a broom and a jack-o'-lantern, about the same height. Oh gosh, there's so much stuff. There was a lot of ghost and skeleton stuff this year. So they had all the tree ornaments as well. I'm not gonna go through all of those because there's a ton. I also really like the tree. That's pretty cool if you ask me. Oh gosh, signs. They had a sign that was everyone in this house is a little baddie or something like that. So it's a purple bat. Kind of looks like the old school Batman logo. They also had a giant welcome sign that has jack-o'-lanterns vertical, so that's pretty cute. Pillows. They had a light up LED Dia de los Muertos style pillow. I couldn't get it to light up for me. They also had a more horizontal pillow that was black with skeletons dancing on it, and a throw rug for like your couch that was gray with skeletons on it as well. All the salt and pepper shakers. They had ghosts. They had Dia de los Muertos style cats. They had skulls and a little coffin holder. They also had like a skull and skeleton bowls, but they were packed so far back that I was afraid I was gonna destroy something trying to get that out. They also had tumblers for like your cold drinks with the straws. So they had one that was gray with like silver skulls on it, really tall, heavy duty. They also had one that was clear with skeletons on it, and I think there might be another one that I'm blanking on. They also had a lot of section dedicated to Dia de los Muertos. So I'm trying to find that in my photos. Yes, they had plates. They also had a carriage. This is another snow globe one. Carriage with a couple in the carriage with a snow globe all going around. So that was really cute. Oh gosh, just so much good stuff this year. And they also had a wand. It was a plastic wand. And I had to be a nerd for a hot minute. Those of y'all who are on TikTok know what I'm talking about. I'll just go through all photos if I didn't go through a lot of the different stuff that I already explained. They did not have the 3-foot white wraith. They did not have the white wraith. They did not have the black wraith, and they also did not have the witch. Nor did they have the tall jack-o'-lantern that had like the flames in it on a pillar. I know the reason why for some of those. Hint, hint. But I was told they are getting some more. I did put my name on the list for at least one item. They also did have an entire section of Nightmare Before Christmas that I didn't see until I went up to the register to buy a couple things. But is a nice giant section of books and clothes and a couple other doodads, so I'll put all that here. So more stuff will be coming to my Cracker Barrel. So I didn't expect to find anything already. So I'm gonna head out to a couple other stores. I'm gonna see how long my battery lasts and how long my card lasts. I did not anticipate me going through so much stuff already. And do I have an extra card with me? No. Well, this is gonna be fun. So, on to the next spot. Just leaving TJ Maxx. Our TJ Maxx and Homegoods are separate here. Nothing really Halloween-y out yet, except for a couple of plush throws. So they had a selection of, they're the same, but there's several of Nightmare Before Christmas plush throws. So they're black background with lots of different faces from Jack Skellington. And I don't know if I would call these Halloween-y. These are definitely witchy. I think they're from like the Enchant line from this one company. But a lot of like witchy ones. So palmistry, throw, crystals, a couple other things. I'll show all of these here. But they are very nice. They're very soft. And they're also very large. So if you have a witchy theme you want to do this year, have at it. You do have that. So I'm gonna stop by Hallmark and see what they do have. I know they're not gonna officially set anything until July 15th for the ornament preview. But it's always nice to see if they've got anything kind of snuck out beforehand. Oh yeah, they definitely had stuff. It's a little windy out here, so let me get back to my car and I will go through it real quick. Okay, I am back in my car. We're gonna see how well the lighting is because we've got storms coming again. Okay, so they actually set up everything yesterday to prepare for the ornament preview. Big thing to get out of the way is the Jack wreath. So it's Jack Skellington's head in a wreath. It is interactive. It said to press the button. I couldn't find where the button was to press for it to actually move and do its thing. Not that I could ever show it on here without getting demonetized. because of copyright. But there is that. I think it's $150. I really want it, but there's one thing I'm actually kind of disappointed in. Why is the wreath green? I would think that the wreath would be black, in all honesty. But that is my only thing with that. Continuing with Nightmare Before Christmas, which talking to the employees, there's a lot of stuff Nightmare Before Christmas coming out. I did pick up the book that kind of explains more of what's coming out, and a couple things that aren't coming out, that aren't in there, that are coming out. So they have the regular round ornaments that depict different individuals from Nightmare Before Christmas. So that's gonna be out. I think it's like $29 for that. They also have the Citizens of Halloween Town that they don't have in yet, but looking at the magazine here, let me see. Citizens of Halloween Town. So, don't know how well this is gonna show up on camera, but we have these three. So we have Jack and Zero, you have the werewolf, you have the clown with the tearaway face, and you have, I can't remember his name, which is horrible, with the axe in his head, the one that points at the Easter Bunny, goes, "Bunny!" whenever the Easter Bunny jumps out of a bag. Yeah, can you tell I watched the movie religiously? So we have that. They also had some, they're doing really well with Haunted Mansion. So this year they actually have interactive Haunted Mansion ornaments and a tree topper that is the actual Haunted Mansion. So they have the coffin. It doesn't really open up, but it flashes and it makes sound. They also have Madam, oh, I am not even gonna try the name, because a lot of the Haunted Mansion folks, you will crucify me for butchering that. But the woman with the crystal globe, crystal ball, that scene, and there's also the ghost with the organ pipes. So those three ornaments with the actual Haunted Mansion itself, tree topper, so that's coming out. They also had like a little mini tree topper set with the tree skirt that is purple and orange, very kidsy, cartoony, there we go. And that will come with a moon and a bat, actual tree topper with it. The small ornaments this year are really small that would go on a mini tree. I couldn't get my camera to focus very well. So you did have a little Dios Muertos skull, painted skull. They also had a little Halloween hedgehog and a Snoopy that was a clown. Speaking of Snoopy, they actually did have Snoopy's Moonlit Mischief. So it's Snoopy with it dressed up as a witch flying on a broom, and it does have that da 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 that song. I liked one other one, which is a Hoppy Halloween. So it is a beer stein that is a haunted house scene, and my camera is dying. Give me a second to change the battery. Okay, it says this is a full charge battery, but I know it's not. So we'll see exactly how long this is gonna last. But yes, the Hoppy Halloween beer stein ornament, that's cute. A little, there's also another ornament that is a bubbling brew with like jack-o'-lantern cupcakes around it, so like little Halloween snacks, that's neat. They also had the three Sanderson sisters, so for all of you Hocus Pocus fans, they do have that. They also had a black hat and a jack-o'-lantern, so that was cute. My favorite though, that is not Nightmare Before Christmas, is the Disney Mickey jack-o'-lantern ornament that changes colors. Okay, so for those of you who have ever gone to Disneyland, the one in Burbank, California, no, not Burbank, the one in Anaheim, California, as soon as the Halloween season officially starts, this is this giant version of a Mickey head that is made out of nothing but pumpkins, is at the front gate. This thing is gorgeous. I love it. It's my favorite thing whenever I walk in to Disneyland during Halloween time, is seeing this. And they have an ornament of it. I cannot wait to pick that one up. This one is, which one is that one? That one's E, so that's the Mysterious Mickey Jack-o'-lantern. That one is $27, and I will definitely be getting that for our tree for Christmas. I don't care if it's not a Christmas ornament, we're turning it into one, because that will be up all year round. Not all year round, but because that will be up for the holidays. I love that ornament. So, I'm gonna scooch around town. I still have Homegoods and JOANN's to hit. I know Menards isn't gonna have anything. I also know Home Depot will not have anything, even though I'm desperately waiting for one specific thing from them to release. And I know Lowe's won't have anything yet. So let's check out, which one's first? They're actually right next to each other. So let's just check out both Homegoods and JOANN's. And I'll stop by Michael's to see if they have anything at all, even floral. So far, nothing from them, but we can hope. Left both JOANN's and, ooh, my hair's screwed up, and Homegoods. So JOANN's didn't have anything else new. So that truck has not, those trucks I should say, have not come in yet. However, they are clearing out all of the aisles right now. So I know it's coming. They're making a ton of space. So that is a good sign. Now, as for Homegoods, I will say it is always a great sign when as soon as you walk in, you see the rolling carts that actually have stuff on it, and you see hints of Halloween on there. And also, I didn't catch her name, but a fellow hunter out there, hi, it's nice running into you. But yeah, we talked shop for a bit. It was a nice little meeting out in the wild. So, first thing you noticed as soon as you walk in, like I said, the carts. So on those carts, several things actually. I'm really liking the skull designs this year. I know we've seen a lot that are like glitter to bejesus and everything in back. We know it. But this one was different. I really liked these because it was lace. It was, of course, it wasn't actually lace, but it was designed to look like lace over the skull, and it had flowers, these dark purple and red flowers, and I believe a purple butterfly in it. It's so pretty. Really like that one. Also saw a Mickey Mouse as a ghost cookie jar, so that was cute. Also saw what looked to be a really creepy candy holder that stood up. It's like one of those 1950s style-esque Halloween decor. Honestly, it looked like it would be a character in Over the Garden Wall. Those who know what that is, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It was on Cartoon Network. It is a thing that I do every single year because of my brother, that I watch Over the Garden Wall every single autumn without fail. So this one had like a jack-o'-lantern for a head, and it was in a white and black outfit, and it had polka dots on it and stripes, and it was just cute. Loved it. They also had a Frankenstein nutcracker, and that was available, as well as a 2-foot tall ghost that had like jack-o'-lanterns in both hands. By the time I left, both of those were gone. I know the hunter I ran into picked up one, so congrats on your prey, so to speak. Also out, in one corner, they had, in one small corner off in a little alcove, they did start having Halloween. So it's like a quarter of this aisle was Halloween. So it's starting, it's a little earlier than what it was last year. So first, let's talk about all of the kitchen towels that I found. I'm not gonna describe all of them. I found them in a couple different spots around the area. I also know a different location. Most of these are tea towels, so they're very thin. So they're great for covering over baked goods. They're also great for rolling out onto a counter where you need to pour something out over, like baked goods and things like that. That's what I use them for, in all honesty, or to pick up hot objects that I don't have oven mitts for. It's a very country chic look going on right now, so a lot of like checkered and polka dots and things like that. Cute designs though. They also did have some thicker ones out. Those are the ones that I prefer. Personally, those are the ones I go through a lot. I actually need to replace a lot of my towels this year, so I'll probably be doing that. But the towel selection is looking right now pretty more farmhouse country chic. Farmhouse country meets haunted house, I should say. Haunted house chic? Haunted house chic? Let's figure out a name for that. But you know what I'm talking about. They also had the statues this year of the groom and bride skeleton. There was a gold one that was really, really pretty. I'm not a gold person, but I gotta admit, it was really chic looking. They also had a different one that was, excuse me, a traditional white and black looking. They also had a couple of placemats. So one was, not placemats, tablecloths. They're like plastic tablecloths, I could tell. So there's a haunted house one that was white with a ghost on it. And there was also one that's gray with skeletons. That was pretty cute. Placemats. Okay, the vinyl placemats are back this year and they have new designs. So, of course, we've seen the jack-o'-lantern, we've seen the spiderweb, and we've seen the, for lack of a better term, silver kind of iridescent skull. This year, they also had a black one that is a witch hat and I think a cat or something. I held it up. It's really cute. And they're doing these in 6 this year. They used to be in like groups of 4, but they've gotten smart and they now do groups of 6. So that's cool. They also have one that's silver of snakes and it looks like a Celtic knot. For mythology nerd like me, I went gaga over that. I love that. Anything with Celtic knotwork, I am all over. So that was gorgeous. They also had a couple of wooden stand-up. I'm blanking on the term, but you'll see them. So one was a ghost and the other was a jack-o'-lantern, so that's pretty cool. They also had snow globes for days, folks. I actually saw some also in the checkout line, so I'll show all of those here. Some are very nice and short, others are on stands and tall. They're just really, really cute. I personally prefer the one that's a jack-o'-lantern as a base with like a cat in it, and I like jack-o'-lanterns. I love pumpkins. I think anyone who saw my first Decorate With Me for Halloween, you know I'm obsessed with pumpkins. My husband and our theme was Nightmare Before Christmas for our wedding, so we just collected a bunch of pumpkins, a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns. Voila, they're all over the house, generally. And also my office at work. They are always over at my office at work. So we have those. And speaking of pumpkins, it took me a moment to realize what these were, but they are so adorable, and I almost picked one up for my dance partner, Casper. Because she's a cat lover. She's a crazy cat lady in like the best of ways. I love her. She knows what I'm talking about. But it is a black fuzzy pumpkin with spiked cat ears on it. And it is so cute and fluffy and adorable. And oh, I loved it. So they had several of those. They also had several other skulls as well. Somebody either getting pulled over or someone's in trouble. Sorry, sirens. They also had a couple other skulls. One was silver, the other one was gold, and there was also one that I think was gold with flowers on it. So there was that. There was also a giant witch. Giant standing witch, about 4.5 feet tall, I think. I was stood next to her to try to figure out where she was out of me. I'm in flat boots today, so I'm roughly 5'6", maybe 5'7", with like the little mini heel I have on. So I think she's about 4.5 feet tall, give or take. So that's what I saw at Homegoods. It's a good start. I'm still waiting to see what their plateware is gonna be. I'm still waiting to see what their drinkware is gonna be. Oh, drink, that's what I forgot. Sorry. They also had 4 espresso cups of different Halloween characters, and those were adorable. I gotta zoom in all the photos I took to make sure I didn't miss anything. I can't believe I forgot about that one. I think that's it. Yep, okay. So I have all of those. But yes, I can't wait to see what they come up with, the plateware and everything else. Same thing with the pillow situation, anything for a bath. I have ideas this year for what my theme is gonna be. I'm gonna wait to see what Michael's floral situation is gonna be first before I really nail down. But I have an idea. I won't say it just yet because I don't want to jinx myself for what could potentially be coming out. But I have high hopes. So, next up, let's check out Michael's to see what floral they have out. I'm only expecting fall floral, if at all. Nothing Halloween just yet, but I want to see if they have it out. Considering driving by, they had a clearance sale going on with a lot of floral that is this current season, so spring, well, it's not spring anymore, but spring, summer floral. That's normally a good sign. So let's see what's out there. Hopefully the AC is not too loud, but it is hot and humid. Okay, what I thought was correct. Michael's has all of their autumn stuff out, not Halloween. However, before we get into the autumn stuff, a little note on Halloween. Did run into one person, one employee, thank you, by the way, for the information, that they will be setting Halloween, by the looks of it, later this week. However, they did say that it should be coming this week, and that it will also be out at the same time as back to school. Now, they weren't sure if this is just Halloween floral or an actual full-on Halloween line. But if it is a Halloween line, like decor, that will be the earliest that Michael's has had Halloween in years. Which is like shocking to me. I didn't expect Halloween decor to hit until like August, and apparently nope, it's a good chance it's coming in the first week or first 2 weeks of July, which what cool for us, fantastic. But that's, I can't wait to see what that's going to be then. Still no hints as to what the lines could be. So that'll be a wait and see game, and I am so excited to make wreaths this year. I'm hoping it's gonna be great. So that's the update for Halloween. Now, if you like to if you like to decorate with straight up autumn, here are the deets. They do have several stuff out right now. In the garland department, it's a lot of like felt garland this year. Felt and craft garland, I should say, this year, which honestly, I think is great for teachers. The first thing I thought of was like, oh, like grade school teachers would love this. I know if you can get it on sale. I know teacher salaries are not that great. But it's just really cute. I really adore it. They also had a lot of woodland creatures out this year too, so they're really leaning into the squirrels and the chipmunks and things like that. And of course your pumpkins. They're all out. As for floral, oh, it warms my heart to see a sea of orange. I love it. So we have all the autumn floral out, also all the baskets, everything. As far as the eye can see, sunflowers, several blue stuff also. I couldn't even tell you what the flowers were, but it was just so strange. They almost look like blueberries to me, but I know they're not blueberries. But I will just show the sea of orange as I'm explaining everything here and all the different flowers and everything else that are going on. But they were starting to set, they were still setting that as I walked in. So this just arrived. But they do have entire walls and sections cleared out right now, which is a very good sign. It's also a very good sign whenever you walk in and the first thing you see in like the seasonal section is a pumpkin and like witch boots and everything else. We're like, it's coming, it's on its way. So I have a feeling next Friday the 7th, Friday the 7th, I will be probably here at Michael's. And also Saturday the 8th. So cannot wait to see what that's going to look like. So with that, I think we're done for today. I'm not even going to try Bath & Body Works. I know their stuff isn't going to come out for the 2 weeks. At least from what I can tell from like the preview stuff. So I'll wait for that. And besides, it is 4:15. and I should probably grab some food for myself and my husband because we have board game night tonight. So I'm gonna go be a Celtic warrior-esque creature thing. I don't know. We just set up last night, so it's a massive game. We'll figure it out. But in case, I will see you folks probably on the 4th? Yes. I'll be back out on the 4th to see if there's anything out that's new, and I will update you accordingly. Right, it is July 4th, and I forgot my phone. Just a moment. Okay, back. All right. Not only did I forget my phone, I forgot my lipsticks, and I forgot to take my meds, so I just took my meds. Oh, we are off to a good old start today. It is already early in the afternoon, as I am about to head out hunting. But first, I want to order ahead to Starbucks if their power situation is fixed. Uh-oh. Yeah, all the stores are down. Oh, this is gonna be fun. All right, so we're gonna drive to Starbucks and get our coffee. Well, for me, it's gonna be matcha today. Let me move you so I can drive safely. So it is already almost 1 p.m. on July 4th. Woke up around 10. I was thinking of heading out in the morning, and then I was like, no, bed's comfy. The desire to hunt is strong, but bed is far more comfy. So we're getting a late start after having some of our morning coffee on the couch and just relaxing. So, on the agenda for today is going to be TJ Maxx, Homegoods, and JOANN's. Fairly certain Big Lots doesn't have anything right now still, so I really don't want to stop by there because I have such a short afternoon to do this, and my contacts at Michael's I know will inform me as soon as Halloween drops there. So it's gonna be what should hopefully be a quote-unquote quick trip. I doubt it's gonna be a quick trip, but we can hope it's a quick trip. And I also forgot the stuff I was gonna give my mom. I'm doing great today, y'all. I'm doing great. Yeah, should have definitely gone out earlier. I actually had the plan of going out earlier because I was working on actual neutral makeup, more natural looking makeup. And then that thought process went to, oh, how about a little wing? And then I was like, maybe how about a bad eye wing? And then that got too extravagant. And then I was like, okay, let's color in the inside, and which color in everything else. At that point, I'm like, all right, so we're doing modern trad goth look. Try that. And then the lips, I'm like, oh, let's do an ombre. And yeah, it's 30 minutes later. I've said it before in a different video that when it comes to my makeup, I don't go in with a plan. I kind of do sometimes. This was not planned, but we're working it today. All right, just got out of TJ Maxx. Nothing at all different from last time. Oh, and I got something different besides a matcha. This is actually still the wrong order anyway, but it's really good. Not surprised that nothing new at TJ Maxx, and it's only been a few days, but our Homegoods always has a plethora of stuff compared to TJ Maxx. Not entirely too sure why, but that's the way it is. So, nothing new here. However, I did realize something that we have now that I wasn't a member of last Halloween season. Costco. So, our Costco is relatively new-ish. One of the newer ones that were built in the past 2 years. So I know, talking to the folks there a while back, that anything they get seasonally, they would be among the last to get. So it still might be too early to check Costco, but I'm probably gonna do it anyway since it's in the vicinity. And honestly, even though I know Bath & Body Works isn't going to have anything out right now, not until the 15th, still wanna look anyway. I want to get my pumpkin scent fix. Might as well. That, and also so I can say hi to the folks that work there, since I was a staple for the last 2 years around this time of year anyway. So it'll at least let folks know, hey, I'm out hunting again. So, but yeah, so I think I actually will stop by a couple other stores as well. And I'm also realizing that when it comes to hunting tomorrow, I will go out tomorrow, but I may not record it if there's nothing to be found that's different. If there is stuff that's different, that's out and about, then of course I will record. There we go. That's the phrase I'm looking for. Oh, okay. So, I think next in the path, the meandering path I have, should be Bath & Body Works. Oh, and update. Our Tuesday morning is closed. Our Bed Bath & Beyond is gone. It is now the holder place for Dick's Sporting Goods. So we have lost several of our locations for hunting, but that is okay. We still have plenty of other spots that we can go. All right, just got out of the mall that has Bath & Body Works in it. And I love how I go in to kind of do Halloween decor hunting, and I knew there wasn't gonna be Halloween there yet. And instead I end up shopping at the mall. So that was about 40 minutes of my life. Oops. Some of the stuff I did get, I'll just show now, because it's not really things I would do for decor right now. Well, kinda, some, yes. But Bath & Body Works does have their autumn stuff out. So I picked up the Autumn S'mores Gentle and Clean Foaming Hand Soap. Very nice and helpful for someone like me who has skin sensitivities. So I can't get most of their hand soaps, but they finally did a gentle and clean one for some of their seasonal stuff. And I also picked up, this is one of their generic ones that they have right now. Very kind of wrought irony. This would be an all-around ear piece for me. And I had to stop by Hot Topic because I am still an old school 90s-esque girl. I actually entered my goth era just as Hot Topic was turning into what it is now. But I still remember the trip pant days and the trip coats and the corsets and everything else. And don't hate on mall goths, okay? Sometimes that was the only way we could afford anything. But did find this t-shirt, and I wasn't gonna buy anything until I saw that, and I'm like, all right, yeah. I am doing Halloween decor hunting. I want to see Halloween around. And if I see it in a store where they have it on a t-shirt, I'm gonna buy it. So, bought me a t-shirt. All right, now for our regularly continued content of stopping by Costco, see if they have anything. And then we're gonna go to JOANN's and Homegoods and not Michael's. Not Michael's? Not Michael's, not Michael's. So we're gonna do that, and then I need to do regular errands for the day. Never mind, we are not going to Costco because I forgot they're actually closed today for 4th of July. Good for them. So, now we're gonna stop by Homegoods and JOANN's first. First, actually, I think I'm gonna go to JOANN's since they're the ones that I'm waiting on the most. I know Homegoods has Halloween out, I do. We've already seen it. But, I'm hoping JOANN's has their stuff out now. And then if we're lucky, Homegoods may have some more. Then again, I think they usually get their trucks on Tuesdays, which is today, but since it is a holiday, that truck may be delayed until tomorrow. So we shall see. Hi Menards, I will see you probably next month. Although there is also a chance they could have their stuff out early too. Honestly, with everybody setting early this year, I can't trust normal schedule for anything now. Like, I can't. I was chatting with one of the managers at Bath & Body Works. Just a moment. And you know you're a regular whenever he's like, hey, hi, I was wondering when I was gonna see you again. It's like, hi, yeah, I'm the crazy Halloween lady. Hi, how you doing? Still nothing at JOANN's. Oh, I know they've got 2 trucks coming, but the wait is killing me. So plenty of empty spaces everywhere, including in their floral section. So we're just gonna have to try throughout this entire week. So now Homegoods. I'm trying to find a different way of angling this camera because my normal spot of how I would do this is, oh, stay, okay. My normal spot of where I would place this is currently in full sun right now, and this camera will overheat very, very quickly. So, we did see some more items at Homegoods. Not a lot more, but still more. So, let me bring up my photos because that's the only way I can remember anything. Okay. So new this time around would be cauldrons. 2 different types of cauldrons that were 3 of them, a trio, on a bar. Kind of similar to how Michael's last year had this trio of cauldrons. So the first one is more like a brass or a gold. And that's about it. There's just 3 of them hanging. The other set is 3 black ones that are being held up on a bar between 2 skeletons. So the skeleton items are back again this year. It's a staple item at Homegoods. Next up, I actually saw some, like, this is not my style, but I do really love it because I have kind of a thing like this actually at home. It's more of our colors. But the poison apple from Snow White, they have that as a cookie jar, a very small cookie jar, or at least a more airtight jar. Really, really adorable. A little too colorful for my tastes. And excuse me, I'm gonna turn up the AC because it is hot. No, that's too loud. Okay, I'm just gonna put this on the coldest thing possible then. They also had a set of mugs that came in, yeah, they also had a set of mugs, 2 in a package, where one is a jack-o'-lantern and the other is a cute little ghost. So those were absolutely adorable. Also in mugs, I hadn't seen these before, and I'm actually glad we're getting spooky mugs out early. But they also had 2 mugs that look like cauldrons with what appeared to be a quilted jack-o'-lantern on one and a quilted little ghost on the other. Continuing on down the line, some taller items. So we have a 3-tier, how am I in this? I guess you would call it a 3-tiered fruit stand or a 3-tiered cupcake stand, whatever you want to use it for. So it's just simple black plates on a tier, and the top is a skeleton hand. So you have that. You also had a light up skeleton woman sitting on a white pumpkin. She's in like a black skirt with a white top, the very deep cut top, and on her head is black roses, and the eyes do light up. We also saw several more snow globes. The new one that I did see was a silver one with a haunted house inside of it. Really, really liked that one. I almost bought it. I like it, but I don't love it. And that's my rule this year. I have to love it if I'm going to get it, because I am now at the point where I am very quickly running out of space in my house and in my garage and everywhere else that I normally hide all these items from plain sight when I'm not using them. So that's all lovely right now. I didn't really think about Halloween storage when we bought this house. I also didn't think I'd be buying this much Halloween stuff, but then again, that's me. All right, and I think that's all the stuff that was, no, I lied, I'm sorry. They also had a couple new skulls. One was just a lace skull with rhinestones on it. I still kind of like the lace ones with the flowers on it better. I still kind of have my eyes on that one. And in the checkout line, I have to start scoping out the checkout line because that's where they're starting to put some other items now too. They had what looked to be dancing, not animatronics, oh yeah, they're animatronics, but like dancing little stuffed animals of Halloween characters and everything else. So I'll show those here. One of them, the cute one, was a flower pot, but like the face was a face of a flower, was a jack-o'-lantern, so that was cute. I also had another one where I think the skeleton, like the skeleton, I think the other one was a skull that will actually move on its own, but none of the press me things were working. And of course, a slew of towels. The towels aren't anything new. They're what I found last time. I'm still waiting for the thicker towels to come out. I know JOANN's does have one towel set, or one towel, I don't know if it's a set or not, coming out that I really, really want, but only if it's thicker. So that's going to be my main criteria, is I need thicker towels that I can replace my current towels with, because thinner towels don't cut it in my house. That's everything that I had on my agenda for today. I'm gonna go do some errands. If there's anything that I find while out and about doing errands in places that I normally wouldn't expect it to be, then I will update accordingly. Oh God. Don't think that coffee from earlier today did much of anything. Okay, so it's the end of the day. My afternoon appointments are done. Work is done. So now we're going to go try and do some Halloween decor hunting. However, we are racing the clock because we have more storms on the way, and it's not like a giant line of storms. Well, actually it is kind of like a giant line of storms, but not as bad as the derecho that came through last week, but it could potentially cause some damage. And I remember us having to replace the windshield on this car a few years ago because of some bad storms. I don't want to do that again. Really don't want to do that again. So we're gonna do a quick trip out to Homegoods and JOANN's and see if there's anything out there. I am really desperate for JOANN's to drop some stuff. Like, it's driving me crazy. Honestly, I'm just impatient. Let's be honest. I'm just impatient for Halloween decor to drop and we start stuff. And I actually started really thinking about the theme I want this year, and I know what I'm going to do. I've settled on it. I just need to get the items to do it. I would kill for one item in particular, but that's a big if. And that one I won't be able to grab, or at least know if I can grab it yet for a few more weeks, so I digress. In any case, we are on the way to Homegoods and JOANN's. Fingers crossed they have stuff. Well, fingers crossed that JOANN's has stuff. I know Homegoods has stuff, but fingers crossed for JOANN's. Okay, so I apologize for this. This is actually very out of order. We're about to do some time jumps here. This is Friday, July 7th. I wasn't able to go through what I found on Wednesday, July 5th, because I was racing home. There was a giant downpour. My husband and I then went out to get food, and by the time everything's all said and done, and it was too late in the evening, and I was too tired, and yesterday was busy. I did go out. You will see clips. But yeah, I also wasn't able to do it yesterday, so I'm going to do it today so I don't forget again. I will say that Wednesday was definitely the official start of spooky season, because there were so many hunters out. I actually completely forgot how many hunters are in the Champaign area. I actually got a chance to talk to a few of you, so it was great to meet you, Michelle and Madison. That was fantastic. I appreciate how you two and myself, we were eyeing each other as I was going into JOANN's and you were leaving, and then we found each other in Homegoods. I'm like, yeah, you have to be a hunter. Like, we all know the look. So appreciate it. It was great chatting with you, and good luck finding your holy grail. I wish you all the best, and if I happen to find it, I will let you folks know. Okay, so as for items that I did see, nothing at JOANN's at all, empty shelves. My clip from yesterday, which was July 6th in this timeline, explains why. Okay, so I won't get into that again. But items that I did see, and I have to go through my phone to find all my photos in this because it has been so long. I apologize. So we actually came across a couple of largest items that would be on a shelf, not the giant ones you could put on the floor. But there were a couple of witches that were over a bubbling cauldron. Well, there were a couple of witches. It was a single witch over a bubbling cauldron, but there were multiple of them, okay, that you could see. The bubbles in the cauldron actually did light up a nice green, really nice size. There was also 2 different haunted houses. One was orange and, come on image, don't do this, okay. One was gray and orange with a witch out front and jack-o'-lanterns. I thought that was adorable. There was also another one that was dark blue. It was thinner and smaller, but it was dark blue and it looked more kind of like a castle front, more so than a haunted house. So dark blue, bronze. Honestly, if Ravenclaw was like a haunted castle, this is what I would imagine it to be. They also had a mummy holding a jack-o'-lantern that looked like you could put stuff in it. So like a little candy bowl, so to speak, but a tall standing candy bowl. They also had some spoon rests, and these were Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas. They also had the, I think this was metal-esque, I can't quite remember, the really weird looking spooky tree that had spots all over it to put taper candles. I've always appreciated the look of these, but I don't know how sturdy these things are. So if you have one of these, let me know how that actually works out for you. Not exactly my style, but it's definitely unique. I will give you that. We also did see another candle holder. The base of it was a skull, and it had like a glass holder where you could put a candle in it. There's also 2, I guess you could call them spooky mugs. One had colorful pumpkins all over it. The other one was nothing but black cats over it. Then another addition to the triple cauldrons hanging off of a single rod and everything else. There's also now some gold ones. Or was it, did they originally have bronze and then we added gold? Originally had gold and now we added bronze. Either way, we have multiple tinges of that or colors. We also saw a large witch hat. This was actually on the ground. That had a couple of pumpkins on the brim of it. That was pretty cute. We also had some signs here. So the signs that we did see, one was spooky on it, and this one lit up, and the O's were actually jack-o'-lanterns. Then we also had another one with a witch hat and a broom on it. It says it's just a bunch of hocus pocus. This one also lit up. And we also have welcome to our sweet haunted home. This one looks like one of those like Route 66 gas signs that you would see on the side of the road. Like, I thought that was pretty cute. We also had the Headless Horseman. The Headless Horseman was actually, it's the first time I've spotted it ever. Like the one actually on the horse. This is the first time I've ever spotted it in Champaign. So I'm just very surprised about that one. They had 2 while I was there. They also had a white pumpkin that has boo across it, and in the O's they have a ghost and a jack-o'-lantern. They also had a witch broom, and dangling from it was a jack-o'-lantern, a bat, and a ghost. This one's all very wooden, and I like the fact that the things that are dangling from it actually do move. I think this would be a good centerpiece for somebody that has a more kind of like woodsy, craftsy style for their stuff. We also had, I think these were garland. God, I can't think of the word. It's Dia de los Muertos style garland. I honestly cannot remember the material. And zooming into my photos, I can't quite tell either. But that was super colorful if that's your style. And we also had a couple of placemats. 2 different styles were beaded. One had a ghost, the other one had bats on it, and it was orange, a circular orange one with bats on it. And the third, I don't know if you would consider this a Halloween one or not. I mean, this is a very muted Halloween one, kind of like subtle spooky. So it's black, orange, purple, and green kind of threaded together. I will say that Homegoods on this day, and I've noticed it since, has things really interwoven throughout the store. Like, you really have to search for some of these things. Like, the signs were in spots I wouldn't have expected to see signs or anything else. A couple of the things that I did see, continuing on with the plates and the platters themes. So more like the display platters, I should say. They had a black platter that was held up by 3 different skeleton hands. I believe we saw that last year. Another thing that's kind of like a rendition of stuff that we saw last year, again, continuing with the skeleton-esque theme, is a skeleton arm where there's 2 different tiers on it that are serving platters, so kind of like the cupcake platter or whatever you want. There was also, this is the first table runner I've come across, and it was jack-o'-lanterns. It was 3 different jack-o'-lanterns, orange, black, and orange. And it wouldn't go across your entire long table. If your table seats like 6, like mine does, it wouldn't fill the entire space. You might get close-ish if it only seats 4. So a smaller table, it would probably fill along of that space. And I think that is all that I have seen on Halloween on that day. I will say, and I'm probably gonna jinx myself saying this because I've only seen it online so far on the Homegoods website, we're not seeing a lot of gnomes. That's kind of surprising because that was the thing that has been going on for years, is gnomes everywhere. I will admit some of them are cute. They're not my thing. Some are cute. Haven't seen a single one that I would buy. It's just, I got frustrated that that was all we were seeing for a while, was just gnomes, 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 gnomes. So it's kind of strange that we're not seeing any all of a sudden. But that's just something that I have noticed so far. So I will probably be going out later today, which means you'll probably see the intro for that. But right now, let's go back to what would be yesterday, which will be the tomorrow for you guys. Yay, time jumps. So see you on July 6th. Good afternoon. It is it Wednesday, Thursday? No, it's Thursday, right? No. Yes, Jesus. It is Thursday, July 6th. So it is after work, and I am on my way to see if there's been any update at JOANN's. If there hasn't, you folks won't see this. And I'll also be stopping by Homegoods while I'm at it. Might as well. I have dance class tonight that I need to teach, and I still need to finish prepping part of that class. So I will not be out for very much time at all. If there is something, then you folks will see this clip. If not, then you won't see this clip. Hopefully you see this clip. Okay, so this is actually a good news, bad news situation. So, good news, we did see some more stuff. Not a lot. Wasn't surprised we didn't see much more. That was all at Homegoods though. This is the bad news. So, I was correct in being told that 2 trucks were supposed to come to JOANN's. Unfortunately though, only one of those trucks arrived this week, and it was all of their Halloween fabric. The other truck just didn't show up. Admittedly, their trucks arrive on Tuesdays, and this past Tuesday was 4th of July. Understandable. So I'm being told that they're expecting their Halloween items to arrive next Tuesday. So that would then be Tuesday, July 11th, which is very unfortunate because I am not even going to be in the state or even in a situation where I can go Halloween decor hunting until next Thursday, from Sunday to next Thursday. So, yay for me. So, for anybody in the Champaign, Illinois area, Tuesday, July 11th, JOANN's should be getting some of their items if the truck arrives on time and if it's the truck they're expecting to get in. So there's that. So back to Homegoods. Again, not a whole lot that was new. What we did see was another placemat that was a beaded placemat. This one was of a spider web with a spider on it. We also saw a new tablecloth. This one was lace with bats on the edges and also on the main part that would be on the table. Honestly, this would work best if your table is not black. So unfortunately, this would not work for my table because I seriously considered it. But what's the point with my table then? Because it just wouldn't show up the way I wanted to. But there is that. And there also had another style of the double-tiered cupcake stands or double-tiered fruit stand, however you want to use it for. But instead of it being like the other one we saw that was a skeleton arm and hand at top, it was just a bunch of skulls stacked on top of each other. This one was black and silver, and at the very top it had an O-ring at the top of it. So you could probably pick it up easy, or for some other reason, I'm not too entirely sure. So these were the only stores I was going to check out today because I was hoping that luck would be with me for JOANN's. It was not. So I'm gonna head home because I need to prepare for dance class later tonight. And at this point, I'm just going to hope that I get contacted about Michael's before I have to fly out on Sunday, because I really want Michael's stuff in this video. I was holding out for JOANN's. That's not gonna happen because this has got to go up before I fly out for a business trip. And I know JOANN's is gonna happen, so Michael's is my last resort for anything truly, truly new. So if we have a major new dump of stuff from Homegoods tomorrow, I'll add that. Or on Saturday morning, I'll add that. But I'm holding out for my crafty side here. So wish me luck. I just got out of Michael's, and the prep for the aisle is almost done. All of the pegboard stuff is up, all of the bins are up and everything else. And they actually have boxes labeled Halloween sitting in front of the aisle and also above the aisle. It's a fair number of boxes actually. So, Michael's opens at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. So that means I need to be here at 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Okay, so that means I need to get home, work on this video, go to bed, wake up early tomorrow morning, and go get stuff done. I don't want to get here at 9 a.m., but I will probably do it because I really, really, really need to grab some wreath stuff. So I will see you folks tomorrow. Good morning. It is Saturday, July 8th. Yes, it is past 9 a.m. It is actually 10:30 a.m. I decided sleep was actually more important for me at the moment than going out immediately first thing and stopping by Michael's for Halloween decor. And if you hear anything in the background, that's the coffee maker because I really need it. Okay, so yes, I am going out to stores today. However, I realized something while editing this video last night. I just got to the hunts that I did in July. I actually went out hunting in June too. And the video is already 35 minutes long just in the June section. And I know I went out on the 3rd. Not the 3rd. I went out on the 2nd, the 4th, the 5th. And I also went out a little bit kind of checking things on a couple other days too, 6th and 7th. 6th and 7th are very short, but I did see a fair bit on the 3rd and some follow-up. I keep saying the 3rd. I did see a fair bit on the 2nd and follow-ups on the 4th and the 5th. So with that, I know this video is already going to be over an hour long. if I add all the stores I'm doing today, I don't even want to think exactly how long it could potentially be. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go out. We're going to go see Michael's, see exactly what the situation is there. And if they have all their stuff out, that's where I'm going to end the video. However, I'm still going to go and hunt at all the other stores in my area. So that means that the next video I do will start on Saturday, July 8th, but without Michael's, okay? That is the only way I have any hopes of getting this entire thing edited tonight or tomorrow morning to post this before I have to fly out. Because I'm already kind of concerned about getting this out on time as is. So this is the compromise I have with myself without making the video too long, and also still getting some new material as well. So I hope that's okay with y'all. Because I don't know if y'all wanted to sit through like an hour and a half, 2 hour long video. I don't know if I wanted to edit a 2 hour long video. So we're gonna stick to about an hour here on this one, hopefully. So my coffee is finishing up right now. I'll drink that, get changed, and then we're gonna go out hunting. Okay, it's not a lot, but it's some. And honestly, that is all I can really ask for right now. Sorry, I'm looking also up to see if there's any other Halloween boxes. There's not. So that means the majority of this is going to come next week, but I can show you what they have in the meantime. So what they have so far for the wreaths is this spiderweb metal one. I've never really tried working with this before. I've thought about it, but the problem is I have no clue how to weave things around this in a way that everything would stick. So that would be my only concern. So what they have so far for the wreaths is this spiderweb metal one. I've never really tried working with this before. I've thought about it, but the problem is I have no clue how to weave things around this in a way that everything would stick. So that would be my only concern. Moving on to the items that you can put on wreaths, we have these witch hats, purple witch hat, bow, and some feathers. It's a metal stick at the bottom for this one. So, and it is pliable. We also have these candy corns and little glittery orange balls on the end. I believe we had this last year, actually. This one looks very, very familiar from things that we've had last year. More glitter items. This one is ghosts and bats. So you have two ghosts and I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black bats. And all of the little stems can be moved around. We have some black spiders. These are glittery black spiders, large black spiders. With me being arachnophobic and my husband being arachnophobic, I would not be utilizing these. But have at it, folks, if you so wish. I don't remember this one from last year. This is new. So we have a skull and 2 gold snakes wrapping around it and coming out of it. This is interesting. I actually do like this. I normally don't do gold, but I might only for my theme this year with this wreath. But that's pretty nice. How much are you? Good Lord, are you? So this is 7. Let me go back through and double check the prices. Okay. The spiders are 6. The ghosts are, come on. The ghosts are 4. The candy corn is 5. And the witch hat is 9. We also have some black, sparkly, and yes, slightly glittery. There is some transfer twigs. This is very reminiscent of the twig style or branchy style wreath. And I know we had these last year for you crafters out there, $4. Moving on now to the cloches and beakers. So if you like to do sciencey stuff, these are back this year. So we have these little beaker sets, tin Ashland. I like these because these are not only cloches, but you could also do a crystal ball aspect with this. So there's actually a little bit of a rainbow facade on that, as you can kind of see in the reflection here, and that is glass. Let's see, that one is 25, so you can make a really nice centerpiece with this one. This is a nice tall cloche. I don't remember if I saw this last year or not. It might be new. That one is also 25. Again, centerpiece, or you could do a trio here for a nice centerpiece. We also have some more beakers. Again, 2 different sizes, but these are actually the pouring ones. I'm not a science person. I just write for engineering. I don't do science, so there's that. So this is 6. And this is 8. And then we have all of these with all of the stands. So more the flat bottom, round bottom. Really like these. You could put some really colorful liquids in here if you really wanted to. So that would be 15, I think. This is also 15. And you also have some black ones here too. I bet you could also probably take some chalk or white out, anything you want, and write on this if you wanted to get super creative. So that's available to you as well. This is 8. And of course the beloved glass coffins are back. We have the smaller size here and the larger size. I picked up the larger last year. Honestly, my favorite centerpiece that I ever did for my coffee table. So the large one is 30 and the smaller one is 25. Yes, so 25 for these, 30 for these. And there actually are boxes back here. I just didn't realize it. So we have more boxes back here. They're actually setting this as I'm doing this. I felt very awkward about that. I am so sorry. So we have this wreath again this year. I have a feeling I'm going to be coming back after I do a couple of run-throughs at other stores. But we have this wreath. This one is 30. I have done this wreath before for my Nightmare Before Christmas style wreath. So far, this has actually been my favorite wreath that Michaels has come out with. For floral, we have these. I am in love with these. In fact, if these had been out whenever I was crafting my bouquets for my wedding, these would have been in them. Bar none would have happened. So these are $10 for one stem. Let me see if I can get one stem out without causing an issue. Yes, okay. So that is $10. I might use you for a wreath. The cauldrons, the triple cauldrons are back this year, and you might actually have an indent on them this year. Or is that just packaging? That might just be packaging. So the triple cauldrons are back this year. These are the ones that started it all, in my personal opinion. For the styles that are out right now. These are, I don't know what these are. Oh, these are $25. I will say this is one item I use all year round. All year round. It turns into something for me to hold stuff. Now for planters. So these are little vases or vases, however you want to say. There is no hole in the bottom. So if you wanted to actually turn this into a true planter, you would have to drill a hole in the bottom. But this one is a skull with some moss that is actually glued on there. That's not paint, that's actual texture, as you can see. Then we also have it biting a purple rose. Nice cracking and some aging on the skull itself. This one is $30. Honestly, this one might be my favorite. I wouldn't use it for anything for this Halloween decor. I might pick this up for spring next year. Please tell me I'm not the only one who thinks this is kind of like an I Am Groot mixed with a skull, because that's what I get with this entire thing. So it is wood Looks to be kind of like some green aging or mold, or however you want to do it for nature's sake. Again, no bottom, but it does have a tree ring in there. So you could use this as a bowl, you use this as a planter, use this as whatever you want. And this one is also 30. Yes, we do actually still have some other wreaths. I'm sorry. So this one is a thick, this is a thick boy. $30. And this is a brown one. So this looks like more of a traditional wreath. Traditional wooden one, instead of everything black. So if you want to do more traditional stuff with it, you can. Now we also have some other things that we can add into our wreaths. Yep, there's a sticks on back. So this is a little butterfly, purple and yellow and black. These are $5, 3 different sizes. I actually really like those. Those are pretty. And yep, I'll be getting you at some point. So these are bats. These are $6, 2 bats, and they're clips. Interesting. So the clipped ones could probably go onto the spiderweb one down there. Oh, there's still more in here. And they also have 2 giant spiders. Sorry, honey. There is nothing on here to get these to stay. I wonder if these are just ones you just lay in somewhere, or you could perhaps kind of stick the legs into the edges of this instead. Okay, so they are still in the midst of setting this. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go to a couple other stores and do my quick run-throughs of those, and then come back. Because if I'm right and I don't want to be the person who starts sneaking through the boxes, because I don't want to be that person, I have a feeling there might be another wreath or 2 coming out of there, and a lot more other decor to put on the wreaths. So I will be back. There will be more for Michael's, so there'll be more to this video. I just need to go run a few other looking through things first, because I need to be back at my house by 4 today. Okay, and it is almost 1. If I have any hopes to finish editing this video and packing and cooking dinner and cleaning up, and y'all know how it goes. So I will be heading to another store right now, but I will be back again for Michael's. You won't see any cuts in here, okay? Okay, I'm back at Michael's, and I'm glad I waited, because some items I was excited for are out, and I have a basket, so you know I'm gonna be buying some stuff. Won't know exactly what yet, but I am gonna be grabbing some things. We're gonna start on this end first. So they have a grouping of items you could put inside a wreath. This one is $10, and it has 3 witchy hats in it with purple, orange, and black glitter balls around the sides, and also some purple spiders. So a lot going on in this one. We also have this lovely pumpkin. Hold on, let me see if I can get you in focus. There we are. So we have this pumpkin, candy corn pumpkin, with a nice, lovely little bent stem. Of course, everything is glittered, but when it comes to this, I completely understand. This is $6 for this item. Also in the vein of pumpkins, we have a white and black striped pumpkin and a straight black pumpkin. These are more kind of like felt, kind of soft. So you have 2 different kinds. They are both $6. We also have some glitter garland here. These are $15. And it's kind of hard to see in the sea of black and sparkles, but these are spider webs. Hold on, this might be better. Yes, spider webs and spiders. I can tell you from experience, no amount of Mod Podge spray is going to get this glitter to stick. So use at your own discretion. We also have the items that go inside all of the cloches. So I believe most of these are glow in the dark. So we have skulls, some glow in the dark skulls, larger and then smaller. We have bones, brains, your flies, some black skulls, some glow in the dark worms. So that's pretty cool. I think they're $7 a canister. One thing I was excited to see in person were these planters. So like the other ones I saw earlier, there is no hole in the bottom of them. So it's not like you can put an actual flower in this unless it's a flower that doesn't need to have a lot of water moving through. But it is metal. That is a metal skeleton in there. Metal pot. These are $30. Also new is this lovely bat bowl. I love this thing. It is so cute, and it is a super deep bowl in there too. So, I mean, it has a decent amount in there. I don't know, there's something just super cute about the face, if it'll focus. There we go. And I also love the detail on the back of it. Really nice design. This is $25. And the cauldrons are back. I went on a cauldron shopping spree last year. Do I need any more cauldrons? No. Am I probably gonna get some more cauldrons? More than likely. I mean, I could just use my other ones for baking ware. These are 15 a piece. They're 15 a piece. No hole in the bottom. So these are really good for candy. I've used mine for candy. What I like about these is these actually have the 3-foot stand and the handles. So they're true cauldron looking, which I really, really adore. So, size comparison here with the bowl and this. So, they're really decently sized. So I really do like these. Okay. Moving on to the other end, we have some more items to put inside of our wreaths. So we have some black succulents, if it'll focus. There we go. We have some black succulents. These are $4 a piece. And we also have some dark, gimme, and some dark green succulents. Also $4 a piece. We also have some crows on clips, similar to the spiders that we saw earlier. Oh, no, these aren't on clips. This one aren't. These, so they just have wires that you can slide into the wreath for. So yeah, 2 crows for the price of $10. That is everything new. I'm going to bebop around here for a little bit. Probably pick up some things. And we will go from there, and I will see you folks whenever I get back home. It is actually now several hours later. It is 11:16 at night. This is my second glass of wine. I've already had Pinot Noir. We're on now to a Pinot Grigio. I am already packed, or as packed as I can be. I've already played a board game with my husband, and I am still editing this video. So, I am hoping I can get this thing edited in time for this to go out on July 9th. To be honest, there's a pretty good chance that I'll be staying up really late to get this done in time, which is fine since I don't have to be at the airport until 1:30. So I have time, I hope. And you know, I could always sleep on the plane. But yeah, let's see how 2 glasses of wine help with editing this video. Oh. In any case, I'm gonna call it here. So it's gonna be a late night for me. But if you made it this far, thank you so much. I know there's a bit of a divide in how folks like these hunting videos, either somewhat on the shorter end of like 20-30 minutes or ridiculously long marathon. This is reaching the marathon level, since I know it's going to be well over an hour. I'm currently at the 42-minute mark, and I have most of my clips still left to go. So it's going to be a long night, and it's going to be a long video. And I still haven't even added the clips from today yet either. So it might be an hour and a half, I don't know. So you folks who like the longer videos will be very, very happy. But in any case, thank you so much if you made it this far. I sincerely appreciate every single one of you. I really honestly do. We're off to a good start so far. We're off to a very good start, and I can't wait to see the rest of the season. So thanks so much. Feel free to leave a comment, like. If you like this kind of content and you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be doing this the rest of the Halloween decor hunting season. I'll also have a crafting video for a wreath plan, a decorate with me for decorating for Halloween, Samhain, the autumn season. And I'm also thinking of doing a video on how to have a successful Halloween decor hunt. Thanks so much, and I will see you in the next one. And don't forget to always go after whatever your dark heart desires. Night.